All right, you guys. Well, let's do this. Let's go ahead. I'm going to double check one last thing. Let's get into the chat. We're going to start ourselves off with 1 minute of cardio. And happy Monday, everybody. Good to see the full house in the house today. A nice shirt. All right. Well, let's get this party started, you guys. We're going to go ahead and start ourselves off with 1 minute of cardio. And then we're then going to go right into we're going to go into 10 deadlifts. Ooh, this looks like a familiar one really quick. So we're going to do 10 deadlifts. We're then going to go ahead and do 30 seconds plank and then 30 seconds of cardio. Perfect. All right, verified. We're all set. So what we're going to do, you guys, is we'll go ahead and do our 10 deadlifts, you guys, and then we'll go ahead and plank together and we'll cardio together. Okay. So actually, let me do an override. Let's just do 30 seconds of deadlifts. Okay. And if you happen to get to 10 in that 10 minutes or in that 10 reps or in that 30 seconds, go ahead and just stop and rest and we'll transition right into that plank and then that cardio together. All right, you guys. Well, hey, let's get this Monday started off right with a 3, 2, 1, and begin. All right. Well, let's start moving, you guys. We got 1 minute of cardio here. Good to see Eva, Tina, Chris, Adair and Dan back in the house, you guys. All right. 30 seconds in. All right, you guys. So as we kick this off, as we're starting to move, start thinking about what is your intention today as we move. You know, for many, it's just the first workout of the week. So we're just going to kick it off right, get our week kicked off right. 10 seconds, everybody. All right. Well, here we go in 3, 2, 1, and begin. All right, we're going to go right into deadlifts. Okay, so again, we're going to go ahead and do 30 seconds of deadlifts. If you get to 10, just rest, because then we're going to move right into a plank. I'm going to put you on the floor, and then we're going to go 30 seconds of more cardio. So we can do jumping jacks. All right. In 3, 2, 1, let's drop onto the floor, right into that plank position, you guys, on your elbows or on your palms. There we go. Good. Just take that deep breath, let it out. Get in a relaxed state as you're holding this static position. In 3, 2, 1. All right, here we go. Let's go right into 30 seconds of cardio. We can jump. We can do jumping jacks. We can run. We can step up. Whatever you want. 30 seconds of cardio, everybody. Just moving to get that heart rate up. All right, here we go. Right back to deadlifts in 3, 2, 1, begin. All right, we got 30 seconds of deadlifts. Again, if we get to 10, go ahead and stop. All right. 10 seconds. Then we're going to move ourselves into our plank. 3, 2, 1, and rotate. Let's drop it down to the ground. There we go. Good work today, you guys. Showing up, getting up early, making this happen before your day starts. 10 seconds. And 3, 2, 1, rotate. Going right back into our cardio. Come on, here we go. Getting right into it. stepping up, jumping jacks, whatever we want. All right, deadlifts in 2, 1, begin. Okay, here we go, you guys. Let's just keep it moving and get those deadlifts out of the way. Either 10 or 30 seconds of work. Okay, we have 10 more seconds. Okay, plank time in 3, 2, 1. Let's take it down to the deck. We're going to do our plank, and then we're going to do one more bout of cardio, and then we'll start our strength portion. All right, here we go in 5, 4, 3, and rotate right into cardio time. Here we go, guys. Last 30 seconds. All right, here we go. In 5, 4, 3, and stop. Good job, you guys. Let's go over, grab some water. Now, if you're following the app or you guys are in the chat, we're gonna go through a 10-minute AMRAP next. That's gonna be what we're gonna work on in our next strength. And we're gonna be doing some deadlifts, so single dumbbell deadlifts. We're going to be doing some dumbbell ground to overhead, and then we're going to be doing some dumbbell slides. Okay, so let's just go over this real quick. Now we're going to be doing 10 suitcase deadlifts. So we're going to be single dumbbells. So start on your left or right, it doesn't matter, okay, whatever side you start on. But when we do a suitcase, we're simply meaning we're going down to the ground. We're going to be on the outside of our right side or our left side. That back's gonna stay flat, but both of the ends are gonna touch the deck, all right? So front side and back side. Now, from here, I'm gonna have you guys go ahead and open up that stance because I want you guys to do a clean. So I'm gonna have you clean it to your shoulders, and then I'll have you push press it over your head, right? So this is the ground to overhead that we're going to work on today. So taking it from the floor. Now, if it's easier, I would say if it's easier to be on the outside with the dumbbells, that's fine too. But bring it in into that rack position and then push press it. Okay. So we're going to start off with that deadlift. We're then going to do 10 ground to overhead. We're then going to go back to the opposite side that you started with, and then we'll finish off with 20 dumbbell slides. So we'll start in that push-up position. If the dumbbell's on the outside of my left side, I'm going to reach that dumbbell with my right hand, pull it to the outside of my right side, and I'm going to go side to side. So each movement is going to count for 1 repetition. Now, all of those movements, you guys, we're going to be doing 10, okay, except the dumbbell slides, okay? So pick the weight that you want to use for your deadlift. And if it's the same weight that you're going to use for your ground to overhead, because we're using 2 dumbbells for the ground to overhead, do so.
So each move, both the deadlift and the ground to overhead use 2?
No, just for the first one. So for the deadlifts, we're using 1 dumbbell. For the ground to overhead, we're going to use 2 dumbbells. And then for the dumbbell slide, we're going to use 1 dumbbell.
Okay.
Perfect. All right, well, let's go ahead, get that dumbbell in hand. Pick a side, any side. And here we go. In 3, 2, 1, and begin. So what we're going to keep track of today in this strength, right, because this is our full body strength, is we are going to keep track of the weight. So ideally, this is how I would like you to approach it. If possible, use the same weight. So if you're using 10, 15, 25-pound dumbbell for your single side, right, for your suitcase deadlift, go ahead and use the same dumbbells, the pair for the ground to overhead. So we'll keep the consistent weight. There we go. Good job. All right, so we are going to be here for 10 total minutes. There we go. Good, smooth transition. Remember, we want to clean the dumbbells into the rack position. And then at that point, get the weight over your head. Now, when we do these deadlifts, you guys, I want you guys to think about a leg press. If you guys have ever done a leg press at a gym, right? Your legs are lowering to your chest as you push your feet away. That's exactly what we're doing when we do these deadlifts, right? We're lowering ourselves to the floor and then we're pushing through the floor to stand all the way up. Okay, keep it flowing. Take your time on each movement. Okay, so again, we have deadlift, single dumbbell suitcase deadlifts on your left or the right, whatever you start with. Then we'll go right into a double dumbbell ground overhead or a single one. If you guys want to use one dumbbell, that's fine also. And then we'll go into the opposite side of your suitcase deadlift. And then 20 of those dumbbell slides. Good. Now make sure that once that bar gets or those dumbbells get overhead, and if you are jerking it, right, you're doing a push jerk, make sure you guys stand all the way up. Then let the dumbbells come down to your shoulders. Nice. Good. Make sure those backs stay flat going down to the floor, bracing that midsection. And then And catch that breath in between that movement before you move to the next if needed. And then we'll get right back at it. Okay, we have 4 minutes left. Good movement, you guys. Good flow. Yep. Just lowering yourself down to the floor. It's almost like a squat, but you're definitely getting lower than you normally would on a normal deadlift. All right, here we go. Just a little bit over 3 minutes, or actually just a little bit over 2 minutes. 2.5 minutes, you guys. Come on, keep it pushing. All right, you guys, a little bit over a minute left. Come on, keep pushing, keep pushing. Okay, 30 seconds. All right, in 5, 4, 3, and stop. Good work, you guys. All right, Well, let's do this. Grab some water. Perfect, you guys. All right, so as you guys are grabbing your water, let's go ahead and just kind of walk through what is next. So we're going to do an every minute on the minute for 8 sets. So that essentially means every 2 minutes. And we are going to be doing 12 single dumbbell ground to overhead. So what I'm going to encourage us to do on that one is I want us to go ahead and do some dumbbell snatches, either dumbbell snatches from the floor or dumbbell snatches from the ground. Then what I want us to do is have 12 alternating single dumbbell lunges. So we're going to go ahead and have the dumbbell across our chest, right? We're just going to do 12 lunges, 6 on the left, 6 on the right. And then we're going to plank until we move into the next 2 minutes. Does that make sense, you guys? So kind of instead of having the rest period, which we normally would do, we're going to go into a plank. Okay, so let's go over this real quick. When it comes to our dumbbell snatches, again, we can take it from the floor. If we are going to take it from the floor, everyone, dumbbells will be touching, the front and the back of the dumbbell will be touching on the floor. So it will start on the floor as it was doing for our dumbbell deadlift. Let's go ahead and take that deep breath, brace those abs, set that back, and just stand up, pull and punch that dumbbell overhead. We'll go ahead and alternate dumbbells and then, or to the next hand, and then we'll go ahead and continue, right? So we're going to alternate side to side. Now, once that dumbbell overhead, at that point, as we start to lower it, that's when I'm going to encourage us to swap hands. It makes it a little bit smoother transition, okay? All right, guys, let's go ahead and get 2 of these on each side. That means we're going to get 4 of them. Just get those shoulders moving a little bit, get those hips moving. If we want to take it from the hips, meaning we're going to take it from the hang, that's okay. And then once we're done with that, the next movement we're going to do is we're going to do the dumbbell lunges. Single dumbbell, sit across the chest in that rack position. We'll go ahead and either do a reverse or we'll either do a forward. But the same thing is going to be present, is that shin is going to be vertical, straight up and down each time that we do that lunge. Now, if we do need an alternative, the alternative is going to be a front squat, right? So still keep the dumbbell on the chest, that we'll just do squats. Then once we're done, we're going to take it to the deck, go right on the floor, on your elbows, and we're going to hold the plank for the remaining of that 2 minutes. All right, give me a thumbs up if we're good to go on your side, or unless you guys have some questions. Yes. Perfect. All right, well, let's go ahead and get ourselves set. We're going to start ourselves off with 12 dumbbell ground to overhead, which I'm going to encourage us to do those snatches. Since we already did cleans, let's do snatches. All right, well, I got my clock set. Here we go, everybody. In 3, 2, 1, begin. All right. So again, we're going to be here for 2 minutes. So I'm thinking about adding something more to our program. And some of you guys do know ROMWAD. What I was thinking about is adding that into our program. And it would be just another access that you would have onto the app that you use. And ROMWAD is something that you literally could have anything between 15 to a 45-minute mobility session. They do stretching every single day, but there's also where you can target certain areas. Let's say your hips are bugging you, your back's bugging you, your knees or whatever. You can target that in how you would mobilize. So anyways, I'm going to kind of pick your brains a little bit more on that piece. But if you guys would be interested, if you guys could let me know. All right. Good. Keep it moving, you guys. We got about 20 seconds of the first set remaining, and then we're going to move into the next set. All right, in 3, 2, 1, and rotate. Here we go. Let's start a whole brand new set, you guys. All right, so we can go ahead and just kind of assess how did that first set go? What would we do different if we would do any of it different? All right, I'm gonna go grab something really quick. All right, you guys, we're gonna rotate in 3, 2, 1, and let's start a new set. Here we are again, right back at it, you guys. Okay, starting ourselves off with those snatches. There we go. Good. Letting that dumbbell coming down. It's usually about at the face, at the chin, where the transition is going to happen. As we bring the dumbbell down, you just swap hands and then continue with that momentum as we continue to go down to the floor. Yeah, really lower yourself to the floor. I'm a fan of putting the dumbbell in between my feet, but I know some people like to have the dumbbell on the outside. There we go. Good work, you guys. Way to stay moving the whole time. Staying moving the whole time. Okay, we got about 10 seconds until we start the next set. Three, two, one, and rotate. All right, you guys, we are back. Right back to those snatches. Then we're alternating side to side, so 6 per side. All right, through that first minute, keep on marching those lunges out. You got this, you got this. Okay, 30 seconds left. All right, here we go. We're about to rotate everybody in 3, 2, 1, and rotate. There we go. Come on, keep on using those hips. Okay, 1 minute. Okay, a little bit over 30 seconds. Come on, keep pushing. Keep moving. All right, 5 seconds. Here we go. New set, you guys, in 3, 2, 1, and go. Okay, we're right back to those snatches again. There we go. Come on, 1 minute. Okay, 20 seconds. Five seconds. 3, 2, 1, rotate. All right, here we go. Right back into those snatches, you guys. Let's jump right into it. There we go.
If you need to adjust those reps in any way, you guys, let's go ahead and take them down to 8. Okay, so if we need to adjust in any way, adjust it to 8. Come on, there we go. Okay, 1 minute left. Come on, guys. Okay, so if you guys are into that plank, you guys, we have 35 seconds remaining. Ten seconds. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. Let's do it, guys. Get right back into those snatches. Okay, 1 minute. Okay, we have one more round after this set, you guys. So come on, keep pushing. Okay, 10 seconds. In 3, 2, 1. Rotate. All right, you guys, it's going to be our last set. Come on, keep it flowing. It's that last set, you guys. Dig that little extra deep. Drive. Boom. Let's get through it. And then once you guys get through it, I'm going to have you guys not plank the rest of the time remaining, okay? Because we are going to do some finishing core work, and I'm going to let you guys rest. So just let it chill out. Grab some water. Once you guys knock those lunges out of the way. Good job, you guys.
All right. We'll go grab some water, you guys. Wipe that brow. All right. So what we're going to do, you guys, is we are going to move into our finisher. So we have 2-minute segments, you guys, of holding a plank. And I'm going to actually introduce to you a new plank option today, which if you're tight in the shoulders like I am, this will be actually a really good option. So we can do anything we want. We can be in a high plank. We can be in a low plank. So the high plank's going to be in the push-up position. Low plank's going to be on your elbows. We can be on your side. I mean, those are going to be the options that we've done in the past. And then the new one I'm going to introduce to you today is, we're going to call it a reverse plank. So I don't know if any of you guys have done a reverse plank before, but we're going to go ahead. We're going to be sitting on the floor. Hands are going to go behind us. You know, preferably just kind of keep those legs straight. And we're just going to lift those hips up. Okay, so we're just going to lift those hips up. If you need to adjust those arms, so it feels a little bit more comfortable, go wider, but we're just going to lift those hips up. Now, an alternative would be to lifting those hips up with feet flat, so it's more of like a bridge, but that's what I want you guys to think about. That's really, really good in the shoulders. Now, you can be on your elbows, butt's going to come off. It's a little bit, I don't feel like I have that much range of motion in this position, so I actually prefer the straight arms, but I would encourage you guys to try that out. Now, we're going to be there for 2 minutes, okay? So we don't have to be here continuously in that position for 2 minutes, but I'm going to encourage you to try to hold the longest hold that you can, okay? So maybe we want to start with the regular plank, or maybe we want to do that reverse plank for the first 2 minutes, and then rest as you need, because it's going to be very stretchy if you have tight shoulders. So it's really, really good for your pecs, right? So we do a lot of pushing. This is going to be good for opening up, okay? Well, then what we'll do, you guys, go ahead.
I was going to just say, to just for motivation, over the weekend, I read an article about a fellow who broke the Guinness record for the elbow plank. It was over 9 hours.
Oh my gosh.
Just saying.
Okay, yeah, 9 hours. Okay, so 2 minutes, guys, we should be okay. Thanks, Dan, that was good. All right, so let's do this, you guys. Let's start with the reverse plank for the first 2 minutes. Now, if you guys need to rest, by all means, let's rest. But let's try to stay in that position as long as we can and break as little as possible. We'll then rest a full minute, and then we'll move into a different plank. Okay, so for variety purposes, we'll start here for the reverse. All right, you guys, here we go in 3, 2, 1. Begin. All right. Yeah, it's gonna feel real weird. It's like gonna be tight in the shoulders. Do I adjust my arms, or what do I do? Goal is like to squeeze your butt, lift those hips up. The biggest part right now is just keeping your hips off the floor. Okay, we're not gonna worry about how high. Here we go. Okay, we're at the first 30 seconds. I'll let us know where we're at every 30 seconds, you guys, just so you can have a time frame where we're at. Nice. Good, breathing through it. Taking that air in, letting it out. Okay, we're at the first minute. Nice job. 9 hours, that's a trip. An interesting question would be like, how do you train for that? You know, like, what does that look like? You know, Like I'm gonna work on an hour today. I'm just gonna do an hour plank. Okay, minute 30 through. Last 30 seconds. Okay, here we go, 10 seconds. Five seconds. Nice job, you guys. 3, 2, 1, and stop. Okay. So let's go ahead and rest. And then how are we going to do the next plank? Right? That's a question.
Hey, Scott, on that reverse,
Yes.
would that be straining my hamstrings or am I doing it wrong?
No, it's definitely gonna light your hamstrings up. So yeah, the way that you were doing it, so it's not, well, you gotta be careful about the straining part, but you're definitely gonna feel in it, you know, like my hamstrings are really, really tender right now. So that just felt on fire. I did these yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's where I would possibly put my feet flat, bend my knees just a little bit, Nan, so it relieves them just a little bit.
Okay.
Ooh, that'll hurt more.
All right, 5 seconds, you guys.
Turn off our sound.
That supine is a lot of glutes and hamstrings. We do it for running all the time.
So good. All right, you guys, well, let's take it to the deck. We got one last 2-minute session, and then we are out. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, begin. Any plank you want. You can do the reverse. You can do it on your stomach. You can really do whatever you want. Yeah, I did a 4-minute reverse yesterday. And those hamstrings, Dan, were just on fire. Good work, you guys. A minute through. Good job. 50 seconds.
Thank you.
Good morning, guys. All right, 40 seconds, everybody. All right, 30 seconds. All right, 10 seconds, you guys. Almost done with that plank. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and stop. Good job, you guys. All right, you guys. Well, let's go ahead. Let's do our group photo really quick, and then we will continue on Monday.
See, my question about the guy doing the 9-hour plank was like, how did he pee? You know, I mean, like, and eat and drink water. And was it really like, was it on his hands or was it on his elbows? You know, what kind of plank are we really talking about here?
These are all really good questions, Chris. I did not even think about the bathroom part.
It was elbows. It was the elbow plank.
Yeah.
Oh,
And the previous record was like 8.5 hours. He thought he'd broken it last year, but the judges, there are judges apparently, took issue with his hip position. So he had to come back and do it again. I mean, shot.
Those judges.
There's the
Oh my
coat. I
gosh.
see the coat. There's the coat.
All right. Well, let's do our group photo really quick so I can sign you guys off. So go get those guns a-blazing on a Monday. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Good job, you guys. All right. Well, Charlie will be here tomorrow. I'll be back here on Wednesday. And have a great day. Good seeing you guys today.
Great day,
Thank
everyone.
you. Good to see everyone.
Nice to see everybody.
You guys.
Have a good day.
You guys too.